Hi guys, and hi Professor. My name is Liana. I was working for NAMI this quarter. It's a National Alliance on Mental Illness. This particular location is located in Redmond, and they do their work mostly throughout the east side. They have their support groups and educational forums. Also, it's a nonprofit organization, so they do have a lot of volunteers and interns every quarter like me. Some of the things that they do, they promote mental health through advocacy, education, and support. Some of the big objectives, they try to reduce the stigma around mental health. They try to promote the resources, show people that there are a lot of available resources, and just trying to educate people about mental illness more. And that's actually the reason why I chose this site, because I do think that the mental illness it's undiagnosed, it's kind of unseen by a healthcare professional and by the society. That's an interesting area for me to learn more about. I also, because it's nonprofit, as I mentioned earlier, I was also interested to learn how nonprofit organizations run their how they run, how they get money to do more things, how they get more people to come to their events, and how efficient they are. So that was very interesting for me. So that was the reason why I chose this site to work in. I worked both in the office in Redmond and outside of the office. I did a few events. I'm gonna talk about them a little more. In the first 2 weeks, I was assigned to find speakers for the forums that NAMI does every month. They are held in Evergreen Hospital in Kirkland every third Tuesday of the month. So they have a speaker that talks about particular topic, particular mental illness topic that's in high interest in the community. So I would just go on psychology.com, search for some local professionals who have psychology degree, and I would reach out to them, see if they want to talk on one of our forums. And surprisingly, a lot of them did agree. They were very happy to participate. They were very happy to put up a 2-hour presentation for us. That was very surprising to me. So it was a pretty easy task. So I was able to book speakers all the way through the end of the year, and I actually was also able to attend 2 of those events. One of them was in April, and another one was in May. So I went to the Evergreen Hospital, and I would welcome the speaker and introduce the speaker to the audience. I also had to collect the surveys and demographics from the audience, and that's also important because I found out that that's how NAMI gets funds for the events that they do. They have to quantify the data and show that what they do is effective, that people do come, people do learn more about it, they do change their thinking, and just in general, just to show that what they do is very helpful in the community, so they get more grants for that. The one in April, the forum in April that I attended was about borderline personality disorder that I got to listen to. It was very interesting, and the other one in May was about eating disorders. That was very interesting too. Yeah, and then another big event that I did. It was actually I was just on 2 separate days. One of them was in Issaquah High School, when me and another student actually from UW, we got to be speakers for the presentation that called Educating the Next Generation. So it was kind of to target the younger people, to educate them about mental illness, about stigma around it, the resources that are available. So me and another student, we did one of those presentations in Issaquah High School. In Issaquah High School, they had some kind of health conference that we got to attend. So that was a really nice experience. We were presenting to high school students, with some high school students and their parents. Um, we were cut a little short on time, so that was a little issue, but other than that, it was good. I felt good about that presentation. And then another event that I attended, that I had to be speaker to again for the actually same presentation, Educating the Next Generation. It was, but in a different high school. It was in a Bathfield High School. Their psychology teacher, she reached to NAMI and asked if they can send a speaker to kind of talk about what NAMI does and talk about some of our core values. So I volunteered to do that because I already did a presentation, so I was very familiar with that. I had to do 3 presentations in a row. Each of them was for 1 hour for 3 different terms, so I was really nervous about it, but I think I did good. The students were really engaged. They were even asking me questions, and we also did a few activities that were really fun. I felt like they learned a lot about it. I saw a lot of nodding heads, so that gave me more confidence and sense of importance. So that was very good. I got to also practice my public speaking skills and kind of organizational skills and leadership. Yeah, so that was my favorite experience actually through my field work. My perspective in general did change. I think. Even even how I think about mental illness. As I said earlier, I always thought it's an important issue that has to be addressed more. But through this field work, I found out. I found out. I kind of learned to look on mental to look at it from a different angle, especially when I was talking about stigma. It made me really realize how not careful we are in a society when we talk about it, when we talk about people who are affected by mental illness. So that was a big thing for me to realize, and especially, and even for me personally, when I talk about it now to anybody, I'm being more careful with even how I use my words. So that was kind of a personal takeaway from me. And also, it was interesting to see how our organization like that run. They always have phone calls. Actually, people calling and asking about different resources. Even when I was in the office, I've seen so many people just walking in and being like, "Hey, can I volunteer? I have a daughter with bipolar disorder, and you know how it is. So I'd like to." I like to just volunteer and do something good for organization that works with mental illness. So that was nice to see. I saw people just walking in and being like, "Hey, can I donate some money here?" So that was another thing that was surprising and good to see for me. And as I mentioned, I do want to be a healthcare practitioner too. I want to be a physical therapist in the future, and knowing and being aware of all this, of mental illness in general, how it affects the community, and how many resources there are that people can use, I think would be very helpful to me. Just even knowing about it, I could be referring people to, hey, why wouldn't you check out this website and get help from there. So so I think I learned a lot. My perspective did change, and I'm very happy with the outcomes of this. Thank you.